So I'm standing here today on behalf of my girlfriend, which is something new for me as well.
You get an extra point for that.
Thank you. That's her. As you can see, a beautiful lady, a very good entrepreneur. Unfortunately, she is at the crypto real estate conference in Graz today, so that's why I was delegated. Now, why do we have SwissRealCoin? You see there an off-road car in some faraway country. This is actually Kyrgyzstan. So last summer we were driving from Switzerland to Kyrgyzstan. And on the way there we passed Iran. Now what you have to know is we both were heavily invested in Ethereum, and Ethereum was going up and down like crazy at that time. And in Iran we got a bit nervous because we have no phone access. You are without any mobile connection. Carabin Dempsey somehow. Problem was we couldn't control what was happening, and we didn't know when we went out of Iran whether we still had something, whether it was double or nothing. And my girlfriend really said, look, this is shit, I don't like it, it is up and down, it's too much for my nerves, I need something stable, why is there no stable coin? And she is coming from real estate, 10 years of real estate, M&A, which owns Lang LaSalle, so we decided we have to have a real estate-backed coin, so asset-backed. And that's what I'm talking about. Volatility, current norm. What we need to know in here, yes, you are adventurous people if you invest in cryptocurrency. I myself am too. But if we want to address the big masses, if we want to democratize the whole blockchain cryptocurrencies, we need to offer something to the average person, and there needs to be some stability. Because the normal person cannot deal with a downside swing of 50% or an upside swing. And so that's why we have something to de-risk the portfolio. What can you do? You can buy other cryptocurrencies. Then you have a portfolio of 10 cryptocurrencies. But let's be honest, right now, if Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down. There is still too much connection here. You can bring your money to the bank. Okay, we don't want to do that. In Switzerland, you have negative interest. Or you can buy the Lamborghini. Out of those ideas, maybe it's one of the better ones. But also with the Lamborghini, you lose money. So the solution, we need a token with a clear and calculable inner value, something you can touch. And we need upside potential. We are in the crypto world, so I don't just want to buy Swiss real estate, which has maybe 4.5% return a year. I want to have upside potential, but I want to have downside protection. And this is what we basically spent the last 7 months on with a strong team also of lawyers, finding out how can this be done. We need assets. What assets are available? Gold, diamonds, nice, but they are not productive. Gold is not producing an income. Cars, don't worry about. I mean, I myself, I really like cars. And even though maybe they raise in value, I lose money because the operation of cars is expensive. It's a hobby. Real estate is good. Real estate is something strong. It produces an income. And if you look in Switzerland, it's something really, really stable. So what is SwissRealCoin doing? SwissRealCoin proceeds are invested, from the ICO proceeds are invested in commercial Swiss real estate. We buy large buildings, and there is a direct link from the coin holder to the real estate. So a SwissRealCoin entitles you to Swiss real estate. There is a direct link. What does a direct link mean? The majority of the SwissRealCoin holders could also vote to sell the whole portfolio. If 80% are not happy with the managers, we have to sell the portfolio. The proceeds are distributed to the SwissRealCoin holders. Other thing, every acquisition which is prepared by a very sophisticated real estate expert team must be passed by the community. So 51% could veto an acquisition, and this is how you empower the community in real estate. Okay, this is gone away. Why Swiss real estate? What you see here, and look at the blue line there, Swiss real estate is probably the most stable real estate market in the world. Even in the crisis of 2008-09, Swiss real estate did not go down, it just went sideways. Over the last 25 years, it's always going slightly up, and that's exactly what you want to have here. We want to disrupt the real estate market as well. We are not only buying real estate, we are bringing real estate to the blockchain. And how do we do this? We manage it on the blockchain. So we cut out the middleman once again. I don't want to go in too much detail because of time, but this is something very, very important. It's going to be one of the biggest use cases for the blockchain itself. You have direct access, you have full transparency of data, and that's what you want to have as an investor, basically. Token mechanics are easy. You basically can invest Bitcoin, Swiss francs, Ether, you get a SwissRealCoin. Important to say is the rental income every year is reinvested in SwissRealCoin. This has a tax benefit. So if you have a dividend, you will pay tax. If you have increase of value, you are not taxed. You could sell a little part of your SwissRealCoin, and you basically get then a dividend without taxes. Ever growing inner value. We reinvest, I said that, and I have to run a bit. Most important, we also reinvest of the intellectual property. So we're going to license the intellectual property of what we earn here. So 50% of that goes in SwissRealCoin as well. Most important, we want to have a stable coin and we cannot control the market price. The market price might be suddenly 3 times of what a SwissRealCoin is. Now then it would be not stable anymore. What can we do against that? We have a smart algorithm constructed here which automatically detects when the market price is too far away from the inner value. And this means automatically a gate opens, additional SwissRealCoin come to the market at market price. So more money flows to the portfolio, more real estate is acquired, and the inner value, which is the black line basically, is going up again. So the idea here is that you have the upside potential of this crazy crypto market, but that the inner value follows the market price. And with this, you have a good downside protection and you still have the full upside. That's what you want. Roadmap, very short here. We are in the pre-ICO phase. We have 15 million so far, so the start was nice. Now we are moving towards 25. You still can invest at 25% discount, then 15% discount to 50 million, 7.5 to 75 million. The ICO starts 23rd of May. Then it will end in June. So I think it's a speed process here. Brigitte and her team are traveling more or less constantly. But I really think it's something very exciting. We are compliant to Swiss law. Very important here. Don't invest in an ICO which has not done a proper check on the legal aspects here. You don't want to unwind an ICO, so here we are on the safe side. The founders, Brigitte and Jaun. Brigitte I talked about. Jaun is an excellent CTO. He's coming from PropTech. He sold his last company to Swiss Life. Fantastic guy, a real brain. Core team, David is here as well. You can talk with him as well. And a really, really experienced board with real estate professionals. So Christoph Kavietzel is the CEO of Mobimo, one of Switzerland's largest real estate companies. Alexander Reichhuber is in the board as well from German's Bauens company, also one of the biggest ones. And Olga is here as well today, so talk with her too. And I'm finished on time.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you, Todes. Thank you, Todes. Any questions first from the jury? Any questions? So, Ralph, first one.
Thanks, Tobias. It's a little bit a pity that there's no crypto competence over there and your girlfriend is not here. That was just a joke. Very good presentation. The only issue I see in the moment is with 75 million, you don't get a lot of real estate. So usually in the ICO craze, 75 million is a lot, but in the real estate area, it's not a lot. Yeah. How do you go for how many of objects are you going? How do you share the risk with that? What's the plan?
Fair question. First of all, we want to raise 150 million.
Okay.
So 75 is the pre-ICO, and in the ICO we want to raise another 75. But 150 million is a lot of money, but in real estate values it's not much. The idea is that we have 15 assets of 10 million each in average. Okay. And this is a good diversification in Switzerland. We don't go for risky assets, so we buy operational assets. So people are already renting this real estate. It's commercial real estate. And then it will grow. Because as I said, we believe that the market is seeking a stable coin. So the market price will go up, the gate opens, additional real coin come to the market, more money flows to the portfolio. So if you want to hear what I'm dreaming of, in 2 years we are at 1 billion and then it's going on. So the Swiss real coin really is an asset-backed currency which might also become a safe haven currency for all sorts of investors, and it might be multi-billions in the future. But right now we have to work on the 150 million first.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats, very good presentation, but also very smart project, because now we're talking about a currency that is actually asset-backed. So like it used to be back in the old times when we had a gold standard, which no longer exists. So you're bringing out some old-fashioned things back into cryptocurrency, which I really like. And I think it's a good methodology also to have this dampening factor. What you quickly touched upon is you will also manage the real estate. So does that mean you would do actually maintenance of the real estate, or what is behind that?
I mean, the management of the real estate on the side, what we do is really the asset management, you know, to make sure that you can add value, that you rent it out to the right parties at the right price and so on, that you might also want to change the purpose of a building. So, for example, you could use a hotel. The hotel was not successful. You make apartments out of that. You rent them as serviced apartments. That would all be part of that. The janitor itself will be employed from outside suppliers, as you do normally when you have a real estate portfolio. But the important thing is this transparency aspect. So, give you one example: if you invest in a real estate investment trust, not so different, but you have no control of what is happening down there. You don't know the occupancy rate. You don't know the heating bills. Here you have on your iPad full access to the single little house, basically, to the hotel building or whatever commercial real estate it is. And you can challenge the manager and you can say, guys, this building is not rented for 6 months. Are you stupid? What are you doing? You should lower the price. And so maybe important to say is also the manager does not earn a management fee. He only gets 20% of the EBIT from rental. So after all the cost, so you have a perfect alignment of interest with the SwissRealCoin holder.
Thank you. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you, Tobias. Thank you for the presentation. Let's applaud Tobias.